Thundar, the Barbarian. The year 1994. From out of space comes a runaway planet.
I'm back. Hey guys, it's been a long time. The reason I've been gone is a couple things actually. I haven't been around for a while and people have been noticing, which I'm very surprised by because I didn't expect there's anyone noticing because I only have a few videos, but people are seeming to like it, so it's good. I'm happy. But the main reason I haven't been around is work. I was writing a screenplay for a movie that I'm working on right now, that I just, with COVID, I have time, but I get really obsessive, and I just had to finish it, and I did, which is great. So I got that on my side. So when everything kind of opens up for my industry, which apparently will be in July, maybe, I hope, we can start moving forward on that, and that's cool. But the real reason I've been holding off for a few weeks now is my mother got really quite sick and was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and it was quite a shock to our system, our whole family's world. Kind of a grenade's been thrown in the middle of our family, and so that's kind of slowing things down. So and it's as you would expect, a little scary, but one of the best things about what we're doing here and our hobby is that during trying times, we have our books, and they're fun, and we can still collect, and we can still trade and sell and buy, and it's just fun, and put together the books we want, and that's, I've been trying to do that a little bit. I haven't been focusing as much on it, obviously, for the last little while, but I have a bit of a backlog of some mail calls that I wanted to show, and share with all you boys and girls out there, and we'll see what let's see what you think. So, but anyway, I've been buying stuff on eBay and through dealers and through different people. So over the next couple of videos, I'm gonna just kind of show a few books at a time and talk about them and why I'm buying them. So let's go for it. This one's going to be CGC books. These are books that I want and I believe in, and I believe that there's a future in. I'm of the belief when you collect a book, you should collect it for yourself, and you should be excited by that book because it's part of your collection. But it's never a bad idea to do a little bit of homework, maybe think about where this book may go in the future, reasons why. It's kind of like a stock in a weird way. So I always keep one for myself and a couple for that reason, so I'm always in the game. And I think I've mentioned that in the past, but so that's why you see me with 8 of the same book. I love to see a book pop and be able to kind of generate some income from that, but I love to always end up with the best one I have, or even the one I just want to keep. And so I'm always in the game, but I always have a book for my PC, my personal collection. And the first book we're going to talk about is, of course, is an XMen book. This is a neat book. It's XMen 64. I think it's an under the radar book. I think people aren't paying attention to it because, Sunfire isn't a big deal. It's the first appearance of Sunfire. Sunfire is an Asian superhero. Frankly, I think he's one of the first. I don't know if that's totally true, but I'm pretty confident. I mean, he's the first I remember, which, in this days of the MCU and with Marvel owning X-Men, and pushing forward with that, and we all know that that's going to be a big deal in the coming years. We just haven't heard yet, but it's going to skyrocket this stuff. So I've been picking up a lot of X-Men keys, as you know from my other videos, and I really think this book is a completely underrated book. It's a book that I think is cheap. I think I got this for under $200, well under $200. It's an 8.5. It's a beautiful cover. I actually looked at it and I was considering maybe even cracking it and resending it in for a grade bump. I think it really could warrant it. But saying that, even if I don't, 8.5 is a solid book. And this is, again, 9.4s aren't going for much. I think they're under $500. Well under $500. I think it's an option. Even if he doesn't show up, people are going to be specking on all these books. over the coming years, simply because they're just going to be wanting to grab that wild card, that one book that has that first appearance that could get announced. I do think this one has a really good chance of getting into the MCU, simply because they're trying to be, they're working towards, every race being in the films, and there's a very limited amount of Asian characters in X-Men, especially the older characters, and I think he has a very good chance of, being a part of the X-Men in the future. I'm not saying he's going to lead the team or anything, but, I think there's an opportunity there, and I think that's great. And he's actually a pretty cool character, so why don't you go check him out? And when the COVID opens up some stores, you can find this thing in back issue bins, like mid-grades or nothing. I'm sure you can get deals. I actually picked this one raw up, and I think it would be, so it's around an 8.0. It's a nice book. I think I got this for $30. No, I don't think I paid that much even. Might have been 20. I don't remember. But yeah, so I got a couple, and I have another one in my personal collection still. So yeah, it's just one of those. It's a spec book. I like it. I think it's good, and I think it's a smart book. And I hope you agree. So let's go to the next one. So this book is a book that, well, actually, I'm going to this one. This book's an interesting one because it's kind of in the same vein as the last one, in the fact that it's a maybe, but it does ring true into what's happening. So from what I'm understanding from all the news feeds and everything like that, there's going to be kind of, in the MCU movies ahead, there's going to be two sides to it. There's going to be Earth-based stuff, and there's going to be cosmic stuff. So kind of like Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy, Silver Surfer, like all that cosmic great stuff that, as you know, I love. And then you have all the ground teams, like on Earth, and everyone from Captain America, like you name it. Anyway, so this, I'm really big into cosmic books, and this is a book that you can get for a pretty good price. And it's a book that I believe in, and it's a really cool cover, and it's a character who, well, I'll just show you. It's the Living Tribunal, first appearance. There's two books like this. There's the cameo appearance of him before this, and then there's this. But in my mind, this is the book to get. I think it's an important book. I have a couple of these in this grade, actually, because I've just been like, when you're scanning around, I just found a couple for, like, with best offer, like ridiculously cheap. Like somebody gave me this for, I think this one was under $100, which I don't know if that had something to do with COVID and stuff, but they went for it. I didn't expect it. And so now I have two 7.5s, and I think I have a couple raws too. I pick them up whenever I if they're really cheap, if they're deals. They're just like one of those things I've been storing. And the reason why, with Cosmic getting big, I think there's a really big opportunity here, because the Living Tribunal is kind of like the judge and jury of all of reality. And with multiverse stuff happening with Doctor Strange and them going into the cosmic universe with Eternals, and who knows where it can go. If this guy basically runs it all at some point, or has ties to it, I just think it's a smart book. I think this book has got big legs, and I think it's a really underrated one, and I think you should buy it. I'm recommending it highly, but I love it. I think it's great. I'm a big fan of those back covers, by the way, in the Silver Age. I love that artist guy. So yeah, that's it. And beautiful red cover. I mean, what is there not to like here? Look at that cover. It's just cool. So anyway, that's yeah, I love looking at this book. Yeah, that's that book. So that's Strange Tales 158. Grab it. It is a smart book to get. My next book is a book that a lot of people have spec'd on already, and it's already kind of peaked, but it's in a value game. It's a book that you can get for, I'm finding, about half of what it was going for 6 months ago. And people have just forgotten about it, and it's a good bet, in my opinion. Avengers 48, first appearance of the Black Knight, first full appearance, because he is Dane Whitman in the issue 47, which I have a few of as well. I picked these up right now because I cannot believe how cheap they are. I got this for nothing. Like, it was ridiculous, and rods are going for quite cheap. People are wanting a lot for them. but they're willing to accept best offers quite low on it. People just aren't buying it, unless they're high grade, of course. That's like really high grade, like in the 9s and stuff. They go for crazy money, but even those aren't really selling a lot. So, but anyway, this is a book that has huge legs. So the Avengers is coming out, or not the Avengers, the Eternals is coming out. They pushed it from November to, I think, February, which is not far off. It's the next major movie, in my opinion. I don't really think of Black Panther's, or not Black Panther, Black Widow is the movie I want to see quite yet. But this one's the next one, the Eternals. So as you guys have seen in my past videos, I bet on the Eternals pretty hard. I mean, I was buying those 5 years ago and have quite a nice stack now. But I think I have one up there, 9/8. But this guy here is going to be the love interest in the movie, Dane Whitman, and with Cersei, and it's been opened up that that's the case. I think they've even announced it through Marvel that he is, but he's in it. Like, he is the Black Knight in the movie, and I mean, if they're introducing a new hero in that world, this guy could go far. Like, he could be anything. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I mean, we just don't know, but the option of him becoming so much more than what we think right now is there. It's just sitting there. Is this guy the next Captain America? Like, are they going to make that happen? Is he the next Star-Lord? What is he? We don't know. But when you can pick up mid-grade Silver Age keys like this, well under $150, if you look, I think I would take that bet all day long. The trailer hits. It's probably going to hit around Comic-Con, because they're doing a digital San Diego Comic-Con this year. That trailer hits, man, and they show Black Knight wielding a sword in that trailer, and that's gonna explode. So you got a bit of time, but I would highly recommend getting these, because again, the interest level kind of dropped on them, and I'm a huge believer in Eternals. I just think the option there for it to be this epic, powerful story that links up the mutants and the past and the future and the present all together, it just has so many options. They can reset everything right now, and I think it's all going to start with Eternals. I think it's going to be a much bigger movie than people realize at this stage, and I'm pretty excited by it. So, and it's that kind of stuff that makes me really want to collect comics. It gets me excited. I mean, I'm talking about money and investing it and stuff, and that's part of it, but like, I love when a book pops and it is worth quite a bit of money. That's always lovely, but it's really cool when it's sitting in your collection because you got it years ago, and you kind of like, it's like your baby, and it's really neat. And I hope this is one of them. I hope in 5 years I can look at this, and I have a couple others, a couple a little higher grade, and I can look at them and go, yeah, but sell one and make a bit of profit too. It's kind of the game I play, and then it allows me to buy other books, and yeah, it's exciting. So, but hey, that's it for this video. There's more coming. I have more books that hit the mail, and I just want to thank you for coming back. I know it's been a bit of a break, and I apologize for that, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
What are we up against for this Iceman?
We're not against him, Wolverine.
So then we're with him?
Of course not. He's destroying federal property.
So then we're against him?
Of course not. He's an X-Man.
So then we're with him?
Of course not.
So then we're against him?
Of course not.
Boy, I'm glad we cleared that up.